friends, it's me Beth, another week has passed, which means you get another video from, well, me here on the channel. If you haven't already read the title, on Thursday the 4th of April I saw In Flames at the O2 Ritz in Manchester on their I The Mask tour. That's right, I finally got to tick In Flames off that bucket list of mine. If you're interested in my thoughts and opinions on the overall night and the tour in general, then keep on watching. Before we begin, if you want to support me and the channel, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified of when I upload on this channel. Enough rambling, let's just get straight into In Flames. Let's start with the good. For an album tour, they only played 3 songs off I The Mask, with the rest of the setlist ranging all the way back to 1999's Colony album, which appealed to a lot of the old school fans in the audience, as well as appealing, to the newer fans. It was an overall, broad range of people in the audience, and I think that's what bands need to, do when they've been around a long time. They need to, satisfy the old fans, but then they also, need to satisfy the new fans, so they can continue to evolve. When a band has 13 studio albums, they normally, skip over a few when it comes to making a set list, but not tonight. There were 19 songs compared to the 12 songs they played on the US leg of the tour, and all these 19 songs did not feel, they didn't feel like they overstayed their welcome, and it made the night fly by, a lot quicker than I would have liked. I would have loved that show to go on, for a good few more hours, than playing every single song, but the 19 we got were amazing. My personal favourite songs of the night were Monsters in the Ballroom, Leeches, Voices and Pinball Map, but like I said, the 19 songs were amazing, so it's really hard to pick a top 4. To the bad. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I actually have nothing bad to say about this night. Everything from the staging, the lighting to the sound was on point. There was nothing really, that, brought me out of the moment. Some people had warned me, beforehand. This was my first time seeing In Flames, so some people had told me that some of their lighter new songs wouldn't translate well live. But I've come to expect that songs sound a lot heavier live than they do on a studio album, which has been mixed and, polished and cleaned in a studio environment. Songs are always going to translate differently live, and it's safe to say that some of the songs on, the I The Mask album, which some people were are a little bit poppy, a little bit mainstream. If I didn't know that album was kind of going down that route, I wouldn't have been able to tell, because damn, Anders has got one of the strongest voices, I believe, currently in the scene. He is still going after all these years. He has soaring melodic growls which interlock with clean vocals, and he can definitely balance in between the two, knowing exactly, where to hit for the song that's playing. For any fan who stopped liking this band in the mid-2000s when they changed their sound, you really need to give In Flames, a second chance, because this gig was amazing, start to finish. I also think, Bjorn, Nicholas, Tanner and Bryce need a shout out, because they were amazing on the instruments, they got the crowd going, they were hyped, and they had some amazing solos. personal highlight of the night was the crowd and the overall atmosphere. The Ritz was packed to the rafters, you know, all the way down on the floor, all the way up to the balcony where me and my flatmate Kate were situated, with a pretty good view of the stage. Let's just say we are very short. If we were down in the pit on the floor, we would not have been able to see over like the amount of tall people, so the balcony was perfect for us. I also think, you know, what helped with the crowd and the atmosphere was how the band engaged with the fans. You know, there was a lot of engagement, you know, in between songs. It wasn't just song, 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 song. It was like song, song, talk, song, 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 talk a bit more. And Anders even got a really nice chuckle from the audience when he pretty much invited everyone to come and move to Sweden because of Brexit. I hate when a band, you know, get political, but there was something about the way he delivered it in like a really like jokey, sarcastic tone that was like, you know what? I would happily move to Sweden, especially with all the shit going on in England. You know you're at a great gig when everyone's, you know, moshing, headbanging, raising their horns to the sky as one, with like no animosity. Everybody was there for like the sheer love of music and this band. We were all sharing in the same experience at the end of the night. And it's easy to see why you can come away from gigs like this, you know, with new friends. Yes, I was there with my flatmate Kate, so I did have someone to talk to. But in the past, when I've gone to gigs on my own, I've always come away, you know, with a few new friends. And we did talk to some of the people around us, and they were like lovely. And that added again to the experience. Just to end this video, if I had to, you know, state whether or not I would see In Flames live again, the answer is yes, I would see them in a heartbeat, and I am so happy that they are continuing to put out like amazing album after album. Yes, I am one of those fans who got into them in the mid-2000s, but I have gone back and listened to, you know, their back catalogue pre-2000, so, you know, don't come at me in the comments. For me, it was an all-around great gig. Like I said, I had nothing bad to say about it, which means, you know, it's near perfect. And it's safe to say that Kate, my flatmate, also had a good time. It's nice to go with people for once instead of being on my own. In the comments below, I'd love, you know, to hear your guys' thoughts on, you know, the band. Have you been to see In Flames live before? What's your favourite song? Were you at any of the dates on the I The Mask tour? I would love to know so we can start a conversation and, you know, kind of have a bit of a In Flames binge session. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Let's just wrap up this video because I am still very much ill and drinking alcohol did not help that cold in any shape or form. But when you go into a gig, you have at least one drink. It is like customary. Ending this video, if you want to support me and the channel, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click my face down here to subscribe to the channel because, well, nothing's stopping you and I do try and upload weekly. You can check out my last two videos or playlist right here depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Like my sign says, keep listening to good music. In Flames, great band, great music. I'm Beth, goodbye.